Was fired from work today when my boss found out I was left-leaning, gay. I work in Denver, CO at a small IT company and have been at the company for the last year. Everyone that I work with loves me and our customers have nothing but high praise. Last month, my boss commented to me in person about my Facebook page and made a snide comment about my husband. I'm gay and married. That seemed to cross a line. After that, he seemed to hold an apparent negative attitude towards me. It seems from his talk to me he didn't know I was gay, as I don't make a big deal of it. But he commented on a photo of myself and my husband hugging in a photo from Labor Day. And when I said, "Yay, that's my husband," he looked freaked out. Not that it is a factor, but my boss is a huge Trump supporter and an obvious Republican, as he talks about politics all the time. No place for the office. And sometimes wears a Trump hat. It's a small company and he is the CEO. 10 people in the company. I also think he thought I was a Republican, as I'm from the South originally and was in the Air Force. Long story short, he fired me today, the 7th of September 2022, and told me directly that he won't have communists working for him. Not kidding. The paperwork I originally agreed to for working has it where he can fire someone for any reason. But I highly suspect he did it once he found out I was gay. There doesn't seem any other reason. And I never got written up or in trouble for anything prior. What are my options right now? Should I pursue this for discrimination? Really freaked out, and any advice would be great. I would definitely talk to an employment attorney. Colorado has laws against employment discrimination on the basis of sexual orientation. Typically, you cannot sign away a legally protected right, even if the contract says, any reason. A contract cannot void or preempt state law, at least to my understanding. Edit. I believe Colorado also has protections for lawful off-duty activities, which include voting or belonging to a political party, or supporting an ideology or candidate. Along with what was already mentioned, a firing within a short time of a protected reason being mentioned, even in right-to-work state, can be deemed unlawful in Colorado. But you have to consult with a lawyer and report it as soon as possible. Otherwise it won't hold any ground. Record and keep any further communication you have with that employer. Co is a single-party consent state for recording, etc. But absolutely consult with a labor attorney to know what information you can get to have a case, as well as what legal ground you may have. See, this is why my socials are private and I never friend coworkers or bosses. My business is my own. File a complaint with the Colorado Civil Rights Division. Contact your local EEOC, Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. It is a government agency that exists to enforce the laws covering protected classes. Sexual orientation is one of them. They have investigators and attorneys whose only job is this stuff. You meet with an investigator and explain the story, and they'll either take your case on if there is something there, or just issue you a letter called a notice of right to sue, basically saying they're not getting involved, but you can do whatever you want. Obviously there is more to it. But if you feel there's evidence of discrimination, that's the first place to go. Sexual orientation is protected under Title VII and has even been upheld and expanded under the current conservative court. Fucking bury this fascist. Not that it is a factor, but my boss is a huge Trump supporter and an obvious Republican, as he talks about politics all the time. No place for the office. And sometimes wears a Trump hat. I mean, that is absolutely a factor. Not that it is a factor. It is. Republicans are not your friends. Trump is not your friend. The MAGA crowd is not your friend. He did that while living in Denver. Colorado? He sounds like an idiot. Definitely sue him for wrongful termination. If he has a social media page, see if he has any posting that are homophobic, anti-liberal. Take snapshots before he starts scrubbing his accounts. https://www.legalaidfoundation.org/ Definitely pursue for discrimination. Is Denver that way in general? Anti-gay? I'm in Seattle thinking about moving and my shortlist is Denver and Austin. Sorry to derail. That's absolutely effed that happened to you, and your MAGA ex-boss needs to be keel-hauled. Are there any witnesses who might be able to corroborate any of the behaviors that changed when he found out you were gay? Can you recall the exact date when he found out? Do you have any copies of performance evaluations, positive feedback, etc.? Just thinking about all the little ducks you can get ready and lined up when you talk to a lawyer. Is there anyone in the office he would have talked to about the situation who you can text? Hey Derek, did Bossman say anything to you about why he fired me? I still don't understand what I did. I thought I was doing a great job. Fucking destroy him. Take his company and his house. Leave him broken and destroyed. I think my company is hiring IT op. I wouldn't recommend them if they didn't have great benefits and were extremely LGBT friendly. DM me for the name if you'd like. So, most of the comments here are pretty much correct and I have nothing to add to them. That said, right now is a good time to set your Facebook privacy settings so that people cannot search you out by name, phone number, or email address. I'd also suggest setting your friends list to private so that your friends cannot see who your friends are. Separately, turn on MFA for Facebook. That's not related to this, but a good idea in general. Really, though, if you've been on Reddit for any real amount of time, you know the mantra. Delete Facebook, hit the gym, lawyer up. Calling yourself CEO in a company of 10. Lol. Better off not working for a Trump supporter. Folks, don't friend your boss on Facebook. Not that it is a factor, but my boss is a huge Trump supporter. Yes, it is.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.